All right, everyone, we are here, PAX Unplugged 2019, continuing our coverage, and I'm at the KOSMOS booth with Tom Wetzel. Tell me about the show, man.
Oh, it's been fantastic. We've been so busy and the reception has been so good.
As far as I'm concerned, you guys win the prize for the dopest shirts at the con. I mean, the purple and the gold, it's awesome. How are people liking Imhotep the Duel, speaking of the shirt?
Well, this actually came out at Gen Con, so in the board game world it's a little bit older, but it's actually still doing really well for us, and I think it's because word is spreading, by actual people playing it and telling their friends about it, so it's still doing really well for us.
And, Imhotep is a fantastic game, but the Duel, how does it condense the game itself?
So it definitely fits in the same category because it gives you a lot of the same feel that the original game does, but this is a totally redesigned game. Instead of all building on one location, you're building on your own locations, and you're vying for space in the harbor. It's totally different. It plays super fast. It's like 10, 15 minutes, but it's still going to scratch that itch.
Yeah, and that's one of the cool things about the Duel series, that is a series amongst all of the different publishers, right, is these sort of reimaginings of what the game can be at a really tense, tight, two-player condensed version. But that's not the only thing that you guys have here. In spite of the shirts, in spite of this being right here, we also just saw a bunch of Roll for Adventure. Man, what a cool looking game.
I am super excited about it. Again, this came out at Gen Con, but it's doing really well for us here as well because people are playing it. And like I said earlier, this is one of the most played games in my collection this year. And that's outside of demoing or anything else. I just love this, and my friends are super excited about it too because it's easy to get to the table, and it's just a blast.
Fantasy theme, beautiful art, multiple different characters that you can play as, and cooperative. That is like hitting all of the notes of anyone who's ever watched the Cardboard Herald knows what I would be bringing to the table. So I'm really excited to check out that one. Now, I haven't actually heard about the Adventure Game series yet. Can you bring one of those to the camera? So what is up with this? This is like an extension or in the same family as the Exit games?
Yeah, so they look like the Exit games, and that's intentional. I think if you like one, you'll like the other. The Exit games are really heavy on riddles and a little bit lighter on storyline. These are heavier on storyline and maybe a little bit lighter on riddles. It's all about like going around and figuring out like what's in the room and how you can, in one of these, like the dungeon, you're trying to escape a prison. So it's a little bit like an Exit game in that way, but the story and the text is so much more immense. It's a fantastic game. Everyone who demos it buys a copy because it's so much fun and it's so easy to get into.
Well, 2020 is right on the horizon. What are some of KOSMOS's other main initiatives? Like, do you have upcoming games on the horizon that you think people are going to be really excited about? I mean, I know we have City Skylines here, which is a cooperative game that a lot of people have been talking about as like the true SimCity in board game form. Like, what other things do you want to make sure people know about?
So we are doing more adventure games. There's another one of those coming out in 2020, more Exit games coming out in 2020, and I think that maybe the game that's got the most hype, because there's a German copy of it here, and everyone's talking about it. It's called The Crew, or Die Crew in German. It's a cooperative trick-taking game. It's bizarre, but it plays fantastic. It's so smart. It feels great. Like, it's something that I think everyone needs to try.
Well, that sounds awesome, and I really appreciate you taking the time to talk with me here at PAX 2019, Tom. Thank you, everyone at home, for watching.
Thank you.
If you enjoyed this video, we have all kinds of other reviews, interviews, and recommendations via writing, podcasts, and video here on our channel and website, cardboardherald.com. Our content is audience supported, so if you want to show your support, please visit our Patreon. Thank you so much for watching. This has been the Cardboard Herald.